Hello, Gunner James 105, part 2, I guess, on this Russian capture. That in my previous video I had discussed the fact that I was making a before video, as I had planned on redoing the stock. I don't know if you could call it redoing. I'll give you some close-ups and you can see what it turned out to be. The number one item that I needed to do, or wanted to do, was to remove that shellac or varnish that was on there. And the close-up pictures in the previous video, you can see the flaking and the and ugliness of the thing. And so there's the thought, I guess, all along, you're messing with a piece of history. The rifle had its beginnings in 1940, issued. This one certainly got it, into Russia and was used in Russia. And the soldier captured, killed, who knows, this rifle could talk. But the removal of the shellac and parting with something that you'd say, oh well, that's disturbing a piece of history. Well, someone has gone to great lengths before me, having received this rifle, to remove all of the cosmoline that I'm sure this was packed in by the Russians for storage. So I guess it's been messed with historically before I got it. One item that I forgot to include in my previous video is this little rubber cap that it came with. That would have been placed on the barrels of these before they were put in storage. And as far as I can tell, the rifle never had a sight hood, because there should be a groove there where that would snap into. But I'm going to go down the rifle and show you, I guess, the difference in the look. The previous video I didn't have a sling on the rifle, and I'll talk about that sling here in a little bit. But you can see that there's a lot of dings and dents and gouges on this. So it's been through a lot. It's had some rough treatment, and just going across the top. And I had hoped to be able to get these markings to show up here. Now I don't know if I can get the right angle. They are there, but yeah, you can see, and there's clearly, just behind that takedown disc, it's not that clear, but there is an eagle there. And then there's the H for hares, I believe, which would be the Army designation for this rifle. And then got that, then a larger one there. You can see the WAA 135. So that came out not too bad. And so moving down the rifle, if we were to compare to the previous video what this looked like, and there was that repair that had been done by the Russians, and this happened late 40s and into the early 50s, as far as I know. The taking down of these and cleaning them up, shellacking, and then putting it away for storage. And the underside. So I guess if you were thinking of doing what I did, you could quite probably get better results than I did. So I'll explain the process that I used, or the procedure, and it was quite a process for me anyways. I'm no expert, that's the problem. So I certainly am no expert on wood, but I was going to do it all myself. So the acetone removed the shellac. I did do a treatment with the steam iron and a wet cloth, and I think I've you know, there are a lot of the deeper, or some of the dings not so deep, that it's a lot smoother overall, and removed a lot of the black, like quite thick grease in the wood, a lot of oil. It's still present up here. Didn't seem to make, I mean, there's nothing I could do out, you know, short of boiling this. I didn't want to go to that length, and I didn't want to go to sanding it right down to a Mitchell's Mauser type effect where I would lose all of these original marks. I know that they probably have the ability to re-stamp all that with their stamps. I'm sure that they could make that look period correct again, and but I can't. I don't have that ability, and so sanding this right down, going that deep into it, I wasn't going to do that. So I did do some light sanding, some steel wool, the steam iron, and then I took a walnut stain, because just oiling it, I mean, it's not that it looks fantastic now, but I think this is about as good as I'm going to get it. It was too light a color otherwise, so a bit of a walnut stain on there, and then a couple coats. These came with the rifle. They're not the same matching pouches, but they are World War II, both of those, as far as I know. This was something I had for a while. Recently picked up this frog. That was this year I got that frog, but so I have the bayonet. It's not too bad a match, wood color wise. But that sling is a new sling, new production, and it came as raw leather. So it's just total raw leather. It wasn't any kind of a coating or a dye applied to it at all. And so it's quite a light color. So all I did was take some oil for leather. The name of it escapes me right now. And I just kind of took the whole thing coiled up and put it in a bowl. Just dropped it right in the bowl. Soaked one side, soaked the other side, took it out, wiped it down, and it has this color. It's certainly going to stay soft for a while because it's fairly well impregnated with that oil. And so put the sling on, and the rifle then I guess is complete. The only thing left to do is take it to the range and shoot it. Got to get a hold of some more ammo though. I don't have much 8mm, that's for sure. So that's the rifle. Hope I've shown well enough, I guess, the difference. And so we'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Yeah, just before I finish this video off, grab that can. This is not actually, it's Neat's foot oil. This happens to be a vintage can, and there's quite a bit in there. So for my purposes, I used the funnel and put back what I didn't use from that bowl. So yeah, this is the stuff. And I did want to mention too, as far as that, because I think I just cruised over it on the first video regarding the 243. So that would be at the Mauser plant. Mauser. I wrote it down here, and sure as heck probably can't pronounce it right, but Mauser AG Borsigwald, as best as my German accent on that would be. So that's, and again, 1940, and those numbers may or may not get some attention in the future, but that was, yeah, we had it there and there. So I'll let you know if I attempt to get rid of that and how it looks. And as I was stating regarding the amount of restoration, or the amount of what I tried to do on this stock, one does want to preserve what is historical, and that's all its little wounds along the way. So, you know, in particular this one here, I mean, I just can't see taking something and wiping its history completely clean. So that ends the video. Thanks for watching.